is reasonable. Mr. Adam later released a picture of injuries he says he sustained in the attack. The incident is now being investigated by the Alberta Serious Incident Response Team, but the Canadian Prime Minister is calling for an independent inquiry, and he and other officials are now talking about racism in the Royal Canadian Mounted Police.
The events that have been brought to light over the past days highlight that, without question, there is systemic discrimination within our institutions, including within the RCMP. We need to move forward to correct that.
Mr. Trudeau, seen here taking a knee at a recent anti-racism protest in Ottawa, has himself faced serious criticisms of his government's track record on Indigenous issues, and personal allegations too of racism after photos surfaced of him in blackface. But this latest footage of Mr. Adams' violent arrest comes at a time when the Black Lives Matter demonstrations in Canada, initially denouncing the death of George Floyd in the US, have prompted a wider discussion about race and policing in Canada.
Since COVID, since April, we've had 9 deaths from the hands of police in this country of Indigenous people. That has to stop.
A country normally known for its politeness and multiculturalism, Canada has its own history of violence against Indigenous people to contend with. Many will be hoping this is a galvanising moment when things finally start to change. Regid Ahmed, BBC News.
Well, let's take you back now to our main story and let's walk through exactly what we know so far. The chief of police in the US city of Atlanta has resigned after police shot dead a black man on Friday. This is after weeks of nationwide unrest over the death of George Floyd in Minneapolis, of course. Now, a warning, the pictures are disturbing. The video we're about to show is from a security camera outside a fast food restaurant. If we take a look here, the 27-year-old black man, Rayshard Brooks, was running from police. We've chosen to freeze the video there. But immediately after this point, he was shot by an officer. Police say he was shot after failing a sobriety test, resisting arrest and fleeing. And we can just show you some pictures from the scene. This is Wendy's, the fast food restaurant where this incident took place, and we've been monitoring these pictures over the last few hours. This started as a relatively small fire in one corner of that block, but in the hours after